Okay, so this actually happened to me. I was driving on Route 66, aka the Mother Road, and my car broke down. I was stranded on the side of the road for hours waiting for a tow truck. It was late at night and I was starting to get really scared because I was all alone and I didn't have cell service. Then out of nowhere, a truck driver stopped and asked if I needed help. I was so relieved. I told him my car broke down and I was waiting for a tow truck. He said he had a spare tire in the back of his truck and he was going to go check it out. While he was doing that, I noticed he had a tattoo on his neck that said, "Property of Satan." I was like, "Oh, cool." Then he came back and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know what I'm doing, but let's just try and get your car started again." And we started messing around with the tire and stuff, and then he was like, "Hey, I gotta go pee." And I was like, "Okay, sure." So he unzipped his pants and I was like, "Whoa, dude, you gotta be kidding me right now. You can't just pee in the middle of the road." And he's like, "It's fine, man. Just hold my hand." So I reached out and he grabbed my hand and he started running down the road and I was like, "What the hell? Why are you grabbing my hand?" And he wouldn't stop running. So I started running after him and I was like, "Oh my God, I think I might have just been kidnapped." I didn't know what to do. Should I run away? Should I scream for help? What was happening? Then he finally stopped and he turned around and he was like, "Do you want to get in my truck or do you want to keep walking down the road?" And I was like, I think I'd rather stay in the truck." So I got in the truck and he started driving away. And I was like, "Okay, I'm definitely going to get kidnapped now." But then he stopped at a gas station and he was like, "Hey man, I gotta go into the gas station. Can you watch my truck for a second?" And I was like, sure." So he went inside the gas station and I started driving away. As soon as he left, I drove to the nearest police station and I called the cops and I told them everything that happened. They said they'd be there as soon as they could, but they couldn't come out to the station because they were busy. So I waited there for an hour and then they finally showed up. The officer asked me, "Are you sure you weren't just kidnapped by a truck driver?" And I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "Well, ma'am, I hate to break it to you, but you're on Route 66. You're in the middle of nowhere. There's no cell service. Nobody's coming to save you." Then he just walked away. And I was like, "Wait, what? Are you serious right now? Like, does he not understand how dangerous this situation is? Like, I could have been kidnapped and trafficked or murdered, but he was just like, 'Whatever, lady, you're on your own.' And that was the end of the story. I never saw that truck driver again. But sometimes when I'm driving on Route 66, I'll see a truck with a spare tire in the back and I'll think, maybe I should stop and ask for help."